My alien classmate stepped into my room and froze when they saw me. Zara pressed her slender blue fingers against the cold metal door of her new dormitory room. She had traveled across 3 star systems to reach Earth University, and her hearts were beating fast with nervous excitement. The Catherian exchange program had selected only 12 students from her homeworld, and she was the first to arrive at this strange human institution. The door slid open with a soft hiss, and Zara stepped inside expecting to find an empty room. Instead, she froze completely. Her large violet eyes widened as she stared at the human female sitting at a desk near the window. The human had golden hair that caught the afternoon sunlight and was wearing simple clothes that somehow looked elegant on her small frame. The human girl looked up from her books and smiled warmly. Her green eyes sparkled with curiosity rather than fear. Most species in the galaxy would have screamed or run when seeing a 7-foot-tall, blue-skinned alien with 4 arms, but this human simply stood up and extended her hand. "Hello, I am Amy Peterson, your new roommate, I guess," the human said. Her voice was soft and melodic, nothing like the harsh, guttural sounds Zara had expected from the savage species she had heard about in Catherian schools. Zara stared at the outstretched hand for several seconds. Her people communicated through touching minds, not physical contact, but something about this gesture felt important. She carefully extended one of her hands and gently grasped the tiny human fingers. Amy did not flinch or pull away, despite the obvious size difference. "I am Zara of the 4th Moon Colony," Zara replied in careful English. She had been studying. The words felt strange on her forked tongue, but Amy nodded encouragingly. "Cool name," Amy said, still holding her hand. The human seemed genuinely pleased to meet her. This was nothing like what Zara had been taught about humans being violent, territorial creatures who destroyed everything they touched. Over the following days, Zara watched Amy with growing fascination. The human girl was small by any galactic standard, barely reaching Zara's shoulders, even when standing on her toes. But she possessed an inner strength that amazed the alien student. Amy would stay up late helping Zara understand human customs and Earth history, never showing impatience when Zara asked the same questions repeatedly. When Zara struggled with human food, Amy took her to different restaurants around campus trying to find dishes that agreed with her alien digestive system. When Zara felt homesick and cried silver tears that sparkled in the dark, Amy sat beside her bed and told stories about her own family, until the alien girl fell asleep. The other students at Earth University were not as accepting as Amy. Some pointed and whispered when Zara walked by. Others asked uncomfortable questions about her people or made assumptions about her abilities. But Amy always stood beside her new friend, defending her against ignorance and prejudice, with a fierce loyalty that surprised everyone, including Zara herself. 3 weeks into the semester, Zara discovered something that changed everything about her understanding of humans. She was studying in the library when she overheard a conversation between 2 professors discussing the Catherian exchange program. "The humans are more dangerous than we calculated," one professor said in a low voice. "Our intelligence reports suggest they have military capabilities far beyond what they publicly display." The other professor nodded grimly. "The Catherian students are essentially hostages, ensuring their government does not interfere with our expansion into the outer rim territories. If the Catherians discover our true intentions," Zara felt her blood turn cold. Her people had sent students to Earth believing it was a peaceful cultural exchange, but the humans were using them as leverage for some hidden agenda. She thought about Amy, kind, patient Amy, who had become like a sister to her. Was their friendship just part of an elaborate deception? That night, Zara confronted Amy in their shared room. She explained what she had overheard and waited for her roommate to confirm her worst fears. Amy listened quietly, then sat down heavily on her bed. "I did not know about any of that," Amy said finally. Her voice was filled with genuine shock and sadness. "But I need to tell you something about humans that your people probably do not understand." Amy looked directly into Zara's violet eyes. "When humans care about someone, we protect them, no matter what the cost. I do not care what my government planned. I care about you as my friend, and I will not let anyone use you as a political tool." Before Zara could respond, alarms began blaring throughout the dormitory building. Emergency lights flashed red, and students ran through the hallways shouting about ships in orbit. Through their window, Zara could see massive Catherian warships descending through Earth atmosphere. Their sleek forms glowed with energy weapons powered and ready to fire. Amy grabbed Zara's hand. The human girl was trembling, but her grip was firm and determined. "We need to get you to safety," she said. "Your people have come for you," but Zara pulled back, shaking her head. "No, Amy, you do not understand. If Catherian ships are here with weapons active, it means they discovered the truth about the exchange program. They will attack Earth and millions of humans will die." Amy stared at her friend, then made a decision that would change both their lives forever. "Come with me," she said. "I know someone who can help." The two girls ran through the chaos of evacuating students. Amy led Zara to a hidden elevator that descended deep beneath the university building. At the bottom, they found a secret military facility bustling with activity. Human soldiers in advanced armor were preparing weapons that looked far more sophisticated than anything Zara had seen on the surface. A stern-looking woman in a general uniform approached them. "General Lisa Martinez," Amy said quickly. "This is Zara, the Catherian student I told you about. She wants to help prevent a war, General." Martinez studied Zara carefully. The alien student realized this human military leader was evaluating her not as a hostage or political pawn, but as a potential ally. "Your people's ships are demanding the return of all Catherian students," the general said. "They claim we have been holding you. Against your will, that is not true," Zara replied immediately. "I came here willingly, and I have been treated with kindness and respect. Amy has been like family to me. I do not want war between our peoples." The general nodded slowly. "Then help us prevent it. You can communicate with the Catherian fleet commanders. Explain that not all humans are part of whatever conspiracy your intelligence networks discovered. Most of us, including Amy, just want peaceful coexistence," Zara agreed, and within minutes, she was speaking directly to Admiral Thex, commander of the Catherian fleet. The conversation was tense. Admiral Thex had evidence of human military preparations in the Outer Rim territories and was convinced Earth posed an immediate threat to Catherian colonies. But Zara spoke passionately about her experiences with Amy and other kind humans she had met. She explained that Earth had factions just like Catherian society. Some wanted war, while others genuinely desired peace. Admiral Thex listened, because he had known Zara since she was young and trusted her judgment. Meanwhile, Amy worked with General Martinez to expose the conspiracy within Earth government. They discovered that a small group of military leaders had indeed been planning aggressive expansion into Catherian space, using the exchange students as leverage. But these conspirators represented only a tiny fraction of human leadership. The crisis lasted 3 days. During that time, Amy never left Zara's side. She helped translate complex political concepts between the two species and worked tirelessly to build understanding between human and Catherian negotiators. Her dedication impressed even the most skeptical alien diplomats who had expected humans to be selfish and untrustworthy. On the 3rd day, Admiral Thex agreed to a peaceful resolution. The human conspirators were arrested and removed from power. Both species agreed to establish genuine cultural exchange programs with full transparency. Amy and Zara were offered positions as official ambassadors to help build lasting friendship between their peoples. Months later, Zara stood in the same dormitory room where she had first met Amy. The human girl was packing her belongings, preparing to travel to the Catherian homeworld as Earth's first student ambassador. Zara watched her friend carefully fold clothes and books, feeling both proud and sad. "You know," Amy said without looking up, "I never expected my college roommate to be a 7-foot-tall blue alien who would help prevent an interstellar war." Zara laughed, a sound like silver bells chiming. "And I never expected to find a sister among the species my people called savage and primitive. Humans are full of surprises." Amy finished packing and turned to face her alien friend. They had both changed during their time together. Zara had learned that humans were capable of incredible compassion and loyalty, while Amy had discovered her own strength and capacity for leadership. As they prepared to part ways, both girls knew their friendship had accomplished something remarkable. They had proven that understanding and trust could bridge any gap between species no matter how different they seemed on the surface. The story of the Catherian student and her human roommate became legend in both cultures, inspiring generations of young beings to look beyond prejudice and fear toward the possibility of genuine friendship among the stars. Their bond had not only prevented a war, but had opened a new chapter in galactic history where cooperation replaced conflict and diversity, became a source of strength rather than division. Years later, when asked about the key to successful diplomacy between species, Bo